Well, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for clicking to watch this video. So I've been up at AMR Motorcycles in Hillington for the demo day. I've been out on a few bikes, so last bike of the day I'm out on the Moto Guzzi V7. Now this is a guided ride, so we've got Jason up the front there, and we're just following him. So I've never ridden a Guzzi before, so I've been looking forward to this. I love the styling of this bike, I think it's absolutely stunning. Okay, so the Moto Guzzi V7, this is just going to be a very quick first impressions ride. It's not by any stretch of the imagination a full review. We're only out for about half an hour, so you kind of get an idea for a bike really in half an hour. So it'll be first impressions only, and it's a nice simple bike. Really, you've no rider modes to worry about and nothing like that. With this bike, it's very much just you in the machine, nice and simple. So in front of us there we've got an LCD dash which shows you your speed, revs, gear indicator, total mileage. In the bottom right is your odometer and temperature, 6 to 8 Fahrenheit. It's got the nice detail in the middle there of the Guzzi wings. So it's a nice simple wee dash, and I like where the key goes up the top there. There's a nice easy place to get to. Coming back to the mirrors, teardrop shaped mirrors, they're fine, you've plenty of visibility out the back of them, no issues at all. And the handlebars are just a nice width for me. Controls are very simple. On the left you've got your headlight control, your indicators and your horn. And on the right you've got your kill switch, a wee mode button. That mode button changes the modes for your odometer and things. It's not a riding mode button. And you've got your start button. And that's basically it. So riding position is very much what I call a traditional riding position. Your arms are kind of nice and relaxed out front. Legs are out in front and my knees are at a 90-degree position with my feet straight down to the pegs. Very comfortable. When I first got on it I was like, oh, I don't know if I like this just because it's different from what I'm used to, but it's fine. What I like about this bike is because the way the engine's mounted, when you rev it you get a kind of sideways torque applied, so the bike takes a wee movement to the right, just gives a wee bit of character and life to it. I like that. Now obviously it's a naked bike, so you've no wind protection at all, but what you do have is, because your legs are tucked kind of in behind the engine, your legs are well out the way of the wind. The bike seems really powerful, manageable power. It's lovely low down torque, it's a very relaxed ride. You can be a bit lazy in the gearbox and it'll chug away quite merrily. So that's me sitting stationary, so if I put a wee bit of gas on, I don't know if you can see that, but the bike kicks to the right, and that's just the way the engine spins. So far the seat feels very comfortable. It's very sofa-like, it's quite soft and a nice shape. I can move backwards and forwards a little bit in it, so it gives a wee bit of space for movement. So around town then, at slower speeds the bike's great. I think it would filter quite easily through traffic without any problem. The bike's also got the benefit of shaft drive, so you don't have to worry about a chain or a belt or anything like that. So the performance of the bike is quite relaxed. The accelerations is quick, but it's not lightning quick. It's more a kind of chilled out ride, I would say. That's the vibe I'm getting for it. I'd be quite happy to ride along at 40-50 mile an hour and that would be fine on this bike. It's quite smooth, there's no vibrations really. The only time it vibrates is at lower revs, and you open up the throttle you get a bit of rev vibration. It's probably more if you're in too high a gear. So if I drop into 5th for example, I don't get it the same, so that's probably a rider error there, me being in too high a gear for the speed. It's 3rd gear, roll on. Yeah, I mean it's plenty powerful enough for day-to-day riding. If you're out with your pals and you're all on similar sort of bikes, and you're not going to be underpowered. The back brake's pretty good, just slowing down for the roundabout, just using the back, and it's perfectly adequate. Looking at a wee bit of counter steer through the roundabout. Aye, it handles nicely. Right, 3rd gear. It's quick enough to have some fun on, but it's not going to set the world on fire. But then it's not that kind of bike, is it? It's a cruising about, enjoying life kind of bike. That's what it is. Now, I'm not very tall. I'm about 5'6" with a 29 inside leg, so I'm fairly short. I can get my feet down, no trouble at all on this bike. So no concerns about height or potholes and that kind of stuff. It's really nice. It gives me a similar kind of feel as riding the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. I think it's that kind of bike, but of course a bit of a difference in price. I don't actually know what this one retails at, but I guess it's going to be significantly more than the Royal Enfield. But it's that kind of ride, the retro, chilled out, enjoy the scenery kind of ride. That's a terrible junction, that. Oh, potholes, it's awful. So 3rd gear, 30 mile an hour, perfectly smooth. In case the guy in front of me going to pin it in a minute. Right, so cruising along at 60 now, and it's perfectly comfortable. The suspension's nice, not too firm, not too soft. The suspension's non-adjustable, of course, on the front, so you're stuck with what you've got. I think in the back might be probably preload adjustable, I would imagine. Handles quite nicely around the corners there. Yeah, the guys in front of me are kind of leaving me. It's definitely, it's not a bike you can really hustle around the corners. It's quick enough, but it's not what it's for. As far as the wind blast goes, clean air on my helmet and my chest and my shoulders. No turbulent air that I can feel anywhere. So this bike would definitely suit somebody who's wanting to buy into the Guzzi name and get that heritage that goes along with it. I think it'd be a fine bike for your everyday riding, so like going out on a day to enjoy the weather, enjoy the roads, enjoy the scenery. I wouldn't particularly want to tour on it. I dare say you could tour on it, but it wouldn't be for me. As I like to say in any bike I ride, reviews are always quite subjective. Just because I've got an opinion on a bike doesn't mean that your opinion's going to be the same. And everyone's opinion's absolutely fine, their own. So for me, this wouldn't be a bike I would consider buying, which I'm quite disappointed about, because I did like it and I was looking forward to riding it, but it's not for me. If I wanted a bike like this sort of retro style, I would probably go for Interceptor 650, to be honest, by Royal Enfield. I think that's what I would go for. But I'm sure everyone's got different opinions. and I'm sure there's people out there that love this bike. It's just not for me. There's nothing wrong with it. Someone handed it to me and says you're riding that for the day, but okay. Wouldn't be my first choice, but it's not the worst. Just not for me. I do like the styling of it. See, if I had to like park it up and look at it and told I was never allowed to ride it, just look at it, I could do that. I really love the retro styling. So again, I would just like to thank the staff there at AMR for arranging this day today. It's been really good. Gotten to ride some bikes that I wouldn't have otherwise ridden. So if you don't know, AMR motorcycles are based in Hillington in Glasgow. They do Moto Guzzi, Royal Enfield, CF Moto, Benelli, what else? Can't mind. I think they do Kiwi as well. So pop in and have a look. Oh, there goes Jason away in the NK being a hooligan. So as I was saying, yeah, if you're in the market for one of these bikes or CF Moto or anything else like that, definitely pop in and see the guys at AMR. It's one of my favourite dealerships for a look. See, if you just go in, they're dead friendly. You can just go in and have a look about and have a wander, and you don't get hassled or jumped on or anything like that, saying, oh, you need to buy a bike. They just leave you to it to have a look, and if you need any help, they're there. So once again, thank you very much for watching this short video today. As I said, it's just a very quick look and first impressions of the V7 Stone by Moto Guzzi. A lovely looking bike that I wouldn't buy. So please, if you enjoyed this, please give me a wee like and a subscribe on the channel. We're on the way to 1,000, and that would help push me over, and I'd be very grateful. So thanks very much for watching again, and as always, ride safe. Cheerio.